Hey there, Westside students. Hoping that you're having a great summer. We are tremendously busy here at the high school trying to get the building tore down and put all back together so that you will have the best school that you could possibly have coming back to us in August. Um, as I've done for the last several years, we are going to walk through the updated handbook. Um, and you will be able to listen to this and view this. I will also be sending it out through PDF versions, through Google Doc versions. It'll be on the school website, so there will be no reason that you would have not to understand what uh, the expectations that are in this handbook. So, um, as a reminder, the way that the handbook is put together, we have a committee that is formed uh, at the end of the school year, and that includes some teachers and administration, counselors, um, parents, students. It's a team effort to come up with this handbook, and then it goes through the school board for their approval, which has already been done. So at this point, what is in this handbook will be what we're all going to have to live with. So it's all of our job to uphold this handbook, and just I want to make sure everyone understands that up front. If there are some noises in the background, some knocking on the door, or announcements being made, just bear with us. And I'm actually in Mr. Graham's office at this point because I have been kicked out of my office for the next few days as they are working on the hallway out in front of me. So just bear with us, and we will go ahead and start this. Again, this is a 2019-2020 Westside Consolidated School District Handbook. It's for students K through 12. The way that um, the way this is set up, there's a table of contents. I'm actually still working on it as we speak, but the meat of it is finished. Um, the way this will work is there are four sections. There is one that is the Arkansas State Board Association uh, things that we have to put in there. Those are things that we have to follow. It's not what we have come up with. The state of Arkansas says that these are the things we have to do. And there's a specific high school, middle school, and elementary section. So for high school students, we would just concern ourselves with the first two sections of the handbook. All right, so our board of directors this year, our president Shannon Davis, vice president Darren Harpole, secretary Josh Cureton, then member at large Micah Ferguson, and our newest member, Mr. Jeffrey Tubbs. Then you can see all the administration from the high school down to the elementary. Of course, Mr. Gaunt, our superintendent, and Mr. Graham is your high school principal, and I'm Chris George, your assistant principal. Westside Schools are we are committed to learn and committed to lead. Our mission is that our district will strive for excellence by engaging learners and empowering minds and educating all. And our statement, the things that we believe, everything we do must be student centered. The teacher is the single most influential factor on student learning and achievement. All learners' needs are met through caring teachers and quality instruction. All learners achieve their fullest potential by being held to high expectations. The learning environment must provide everyone security, care, dignity, and respect. And innovative leadership will provide opportunities for our staff, students, parents, and communities to achieve excellence. Each and every person who is in this school, that is what we believe, that is what we strive to achieve. We want to make this, as Mr. Graham says, the greatest school on the planet Earth. So those are the ways that we do this. Our library here at the high school will be open 7:50 to 3:30. May be open a little bit early in the morning. Miss Parks, if she's not on duty, if she opens up for you, great. But it will be closed at the end of the school day. A lot of this stuff I'm just going to scan past, and if it is important enough to stop to make a special note of, we will do so, especially in this first segment here. Deliveries to the school. Deliveries to schools to students on campuses within the district are forbidden and will not be accepted. This includes flowers, gifts, balloons, food, etc. I know a lot of times y'all get upset when we will not let food deliveries come in. This is the reason. All right, so our ASBA policies, you can see where these start. Again, these are brought to us by the state of Arkansas, and we are bound to uphold them. Entrance requirements. This just talks about that you've got to live in the district, you've got to come to school, and compulsory attendance requirements. Again, that will be covered more in a later section. Student transfers, school choice, those are for students who live in other districts who do the school choice route. There's a certain way to do that, and that will be later in the school year. The window is April, May, somewhere in that area. Talks about homeschooling and students. We do have a few students who are actually homeschooled who come to our school to pick up certain classes. So um, they are on our campus, even though they are homeschool students. Absences and attendance, and you'll see this again later in our section, but education is more than the grades that you receive in your courses. Important as that is, students' regular attendance at school is essential to your social and cultural development and helps prepare them to accept responsibility they will face as an adult. Interactions with other students and participation in instruction within the classroom enrich the learning environment, promote continuity of instruction, which results in higher student achievement. You need to come to school. We have a strict attendance policy, and as you know, we do have Saturday school that we have traditionally offered right before the semester finishes each semester to help clean up your attendance a little bit. But as a few of you come to realize, if you don't go to the class and do what you're supposed to, then you don't receive credit for that class. This talks about additional absences where you will not be charged against your allowed absences. I encourage you to read through these. Death, serious illness in your family. We just need to have you come to us, and we'll work with you on that kind of thing. Attendance at a medical appointment. All doctor's excuses must be turned into the office within 2 weeks of that appointment. Just make sure those excuses are getting in, because if they're more than 2 weeks old, then we may not accept them. 4-H, FFA, sanctioned activities, those are good. If you are joining the Arkansas National Guard, if you're in 11th, 12th grade, those are going to be allowed excuses. And anyway, I encourage you to read those. But it is important that if you are not at school and in class, we get proper documentation. Policy for makeup work, 4.8. Again, some of your teachers, they may be more lenient, but as a baseline, this is what we require. If you miss school, you need to talk to your teachers to get your work turned in, because at the end of the semester or the 9 weeks, if you've not turned in the work, coming the last day to say 6 weeks ago you missed a day and you had an excuse, that's not going to be valid. So please get that taken care of as soon as you come back.